Hey class, Mr. Miles here, back with another lesson. And today we are starting a new unit. We're starting a new unit and we're going to be discussing presentations. All right. And you're probably thinking, I know how to create a presentation. And you know what? I'm sure you do. But are you truly effective at your presentation creating? All right. And it's my job as your teacher to teach you the purpose, the procedures, and the proper techniques for creating stunning presentations. So let's first talk about what a presentation is. I'm sure you all have created presentations for your teachers before, maybe using Microsoft PowerPoint or Google Slides. And yes, these types of softwares are used to create presentations or slideshows. All right, but a presentation is not just a slideshow. So let's keep that in mind. We also can create presentations using multimedia software. And multimedia software are things like iMovie, Windows Movie Maker, anything that you can use to put together some content, either some text, some graphics, animations, video and sound. There's a lot of sources or resources that we can use to create presentations. There's Powtoon, Prezi is another one. There's tons. And as you all matriculate, as you all go through school, you'll become hipped to a lot of these presentation softwares. But primarily for, this unit, we'll be discussing Google Slides, and we'll probably venture off to some other types of presentation softwares as well. Not sure what they'll be just yet, but let's talk about the purpose of presentations. Now, the reason people create presentations is for one or three reasons, or for one of three reasons. Either it's going to be educational, it's going to be persuasive, or it's going to be narrative. All right. Now, if you're creating a educational presentation, all right, that educational presentation is designed to either train someone, to educate them on a particular topic, or to explain something to them. All right. And a lot of things that you do in school, the presentations that you create in school will be educational. And then next, there's a persuasive presentation. And persuasive presentations are created to convince people or to advertise to them. If you think about car commercials or just any commercial in general, or any radio advertisement. These are all persuasive type presentations, because they're trying to persuade us as the listener or the viewer to buy their product or come to their store or come, see whatever latest gadgets they have. So that's a persuasive presentation, trying to convince us to do certain things. And then you have a narrative type presentation, which is really cool. And I'm sure you all have created some narrative presentations as well. I know a lot of you have done the summer reading project. And yes, the summer reading project is a mix between a narrative and educational type presentation. But a narrative presentation is where you're using the software to tell a story. All right, or to it's used to entertain the viewer or the listener, or just simply used to broadcast a message. Oh, I'm frozen. Okay, there we are. So hopefully you all understand it. So presentations are created for these three reasons: to educate people, to persuade, or for narrative purposes, to entertain or broadcast a message. And that concludes our lesson 10 notes. Next, we're going to talk about the procedures for creating a presentation. And yes, there are some steps for creating a very, very good, effective presentation.